Hello everyone, today we talk about the Theta and the Bitcoin Crash PROVEN prediction and it's now happening. So you can go to my channel, go to community. I told you 20 hours ago and 2 days ago that the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones is just rejected from the moving average and 20 hours ago I told you that there is another crash. The Dow Jones may be back to the 8.5K or 28K. That's the plan, and I don't know when it's happening. And after that, just luckily, in the next 20 hours, the crash is happening. And also, have told you in the 28th June, so around 2 days ago, in this video, you can check that the dump is happening and what's the next plan. The next plan, the market is still crashing. Okay, that's not doesn't mean that I'm very bearish. I'm still optimistic we have a new all-time high, but it's not now. Okay, the market still in the bad condition, and you need to know that the time you need time. Okay, so the first is look in here. It is the Dow Jones that I told about. We are rejected from this one, so we are still going down. Maybe in the short term, like 1 or 2 days, you can see the small pump, small down, but the major trend is we are still in the downtrend. The next target we are hitting this one. Why we are hitting to this first red one? Why? Because in here we have the previous support before the COVID crash in 2020. And also we have the gap in here. So this is gonna be the very strong support, the first target before we are back to the going up trend in here. And after that, maybe in the September we have another crash and back to the 25K dojo. That's still the possibility. Why? Because in here we have another gap opening in here. So the gap in here can create like we need to close the gap and maybe the price can go into here. And also if you compare from the all-time high in 2020 after the COVID crash is around 38%. This is the big crash 38%. So far we just have 20% crash in the Dow Jones. And I think 20% is still small if you're seeing the inflation 40 years the highest and also the recession and also the world war about the Ukraine and Russia. Okay, therefore, if the price still going down in here back to the 22%, it's still possible. And the next, if you want to close the crash, we need to wait until the 33%. So it's also similar 38 compared to 33%. That's why this is not happening tomorrow or next week because the first target we need to hit this first, so around 28K for the Dow Jones, and we are going up again. After we are going up, it's like we are creating the dead cat bounce before we are falling again. I hope that I'm wrong, but that's the reading, and yeah, it's up to you. And the next is about the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin, uh, now we are retesting 18K, 19K. It's the previous all-time high in 2017, right? We are retesting it again. We ever retesting it 3 weeks ago. Now we are retesting it. There is a possibility that we are still going downtrend. Why? Because the Dow Jones still in the downtrend. Bitcoin is still in the downtrend because the Bitcoin following the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is the parent. Okay, but it doesn't close that the Bitcoin cannot follow back to the all-time high. Remember in here, we have the all-time high after we are going price almost 2 years. We are all-time high in here. We are all-time high. That's why everything crash. We have all-time high. But the question is how long that we are gonna wait. 18K is still a realistic plan if we are still going up, but that's in the normal situation. Now we have the inflation and the Dow Jones still not yet crashing. That's why anything can be happening. And remember that cash is in our side, and remember that you need to have the cash. And as I told you in here that if you have the profit that 30%, just sell it because the first target in here already we fulfill the gap for the data. Okay, look, I told you many times this is the first target for the data. Selling in here, yeah, we are selling in here, and now the data already downtrend by 30%. Remember, 30% if you sell in here. Now let's see it. Because the altcoin still bleeding. Why? We need the Dow Jones to going down first. We need the Bitcoin to going down first. Hopefully we can see the 13K. Maybe I'm not sure whether we're gonna hit this one first or maybe we are still going up. But the key is we are waiting the Dow Jones confirmation because now Dow Jones still is going downtrend from this side. It's still going down after we fail hit the moving average 34 daily time frame. And again, the data I told you many times since the early years 2022 that data have the big falling wedge. We ever break the falling wedge, we are going up again. But remember, even it's the fake out, the Theta can break the falling wedge in here. The Theta against the Bitcoin. So if the Nasdaq is going downtrend, the Bitcoin is going downtrend, and the Theta against the Bitcoin from this chart is going downtrend. So if it is going downtrend, remember how deep did the Theta going down. Okay? The theta is possibility creating the falling wedge or maybe the descending parallel line. So maybe the theta Bitcoin back to the 0.00012.7 in here, it's still the possibility. That's why we are still waiting the market and remember that don't be FOMO because we are still in the bear market. Okay, and maybe if you want to see small full run that's gonna be happening, yeah, it's still gonna be happening maybe in the mid or the late July until the August, we can see the small phenomenon. After it's going downtrend, it's going up in here. Okay, that's still the possibility. Let's wait and remember that don't play the leverage because the leverage is gonna kill you, and don't do the short-term speculation because the big major that we are still in the downtrend. And remember, don't think about the Bitcoin first. You need to think about the Dow Jones. If the COVID can make the Dow Jones 40% downtrend, and if you think that the 40 years inflation just make crash 20%, that's very stupid. And I think at least we need to hit 22% back to this one, and after that going up, and the last crash back to the 33% here. So 33% is same as the comparison compared to the profit crash. Okay, that's the analogy. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button. Thank you.